Hey everyone, my name's Stephanie and I'm a teacher from Florida. And today I'm going to share with you my tips for behavior management in the classroom. From the first day of school, we all know how important it is to go over the expectations for the class. But have you ever thought of letting your students come up with the expectations? This is something that I've been doing for the past few years that has totally changed my classroom. On the first day of school, we have an awesome conversation where I ask the students, what do you think that the expectations for our class should be? You would be surprised to hear what these kiddos come up with. And I have taught all different grade levels, so you can do this from kinder all the way up. You may need to steer the conversation in the direction that you want it to go in, but most of the time, your students know exactly what should be done and shouldn't be done in school. Go ahead and create those expectations, put them on a large poster, and have your entire class sign it. You too. And then post it up somewhere where it's visible for the entire year. Now, your students are accountable because they've come up with the expectations. You have a tool that can be referred to all year long, and don't be afraid to go back and refresh the rules with them throughout the year. The next thing that I do is I send out the expectations to my parents. They love to know that their child came up with expectations. And then parents know exactly what is expected of their child in order for them to be successful in your class. This is a great tool for building classroom community as well. My next tip is to be consistent. Consistency is key in the classroom in everything that you do, but especially when it comes to behavior. Your students need to know what to expect from you, and they should know that that's going to be the consequence or the reward all the time. Sometimes in the hustle and bustle of the day, it's easier to brush things off or say, I'll worry about it later. But make sure at the beginning especially that you follow through with the consequences and rewards that you tell students they will receive should they do this or that. Students will then know exactly what to expect, and they'll know that you mean business. This leads me right into my next point, which is to point out the positives. Behavior management is not all about consequences and negatives. It's actually a lot more effective to point out the positive things that students are doing. Other students will rise to the occasion. They love your recognition. Think of something that you're going to use to positively reward their behavior, whether it's a quick shout out, a check by their name, a star chart, whatever it may be. But make sure that you stick to that. Again, that consistency is key. You may want to provide them some brain breaks, or as I like to call them in my class, dance parties. You will see that students, when they're able to wind down, just like we need sometimes, they are much more effective in doing their work in the classroom. Giving them those breaks and providing those opportunities to chat with a neighbor or get up and stretch really make a difference in their ability to continue working throughout the day. And don't be afraid to get down and boogie with them too. You may look a little silly, but your kids will love it and really look forward to it. A simple system that I use in my classroom that is super simple to set up is Genius Gems. All you need is a container, a label, and some plastic beads. What I do is when students are showing that they are geniuses, I toss them a set of these beads. They get to wear them all day, and they can collect more than one. Around the school, they are recognized and asked, hey, what are those? And they love to share how they earned these gems. These are something that you can reuse, and my students get into the routine of returning them to the basket at the end of the day. This is something that will work all year long. I've actually had this container for the past 3 years. It's a very small investment for a huge return. And even your administration will love to see that there's a tangible reward for students, and they will recognize them too. This is a game changer, especially in my classroom. For more awesome tips and classroom inspiration, be sure to visit reallygoodstuff.com/summer of solutions. There you will find advice from expert teachers, more ideas, and a ton of resources. You will love it. And also follow along with me on Instagram at Give That Girl a Snack. I would love to connect with you guys. Until next time, bye.